I guess there's no point to this at the moment. Or actually, maybe that's where we come out. I don't know. Either way. Alright, I think we've gotten everything in this room. Maybe? What's this? Rocket launcher or fire striker. It's a rocket fire launcher thing. How long do stalagmites like that take to form? I don't know. A long time. Okay, so that's explored. They're giving me lots of medicine, which makes me think we're about to be in for a fight. Guess we shall soon see.
Intruder! Get her!
Okay,
Whatever
no
you
more
think,
sneaking.
don't die now.
Oh, hi! Oh, okay.
Let...
Okay, one down. He moved his head.
Let this...
Ah, that one actually hit me, but it's fine. We're okay. We good? One more dude over there. Didn't like that very much, did he? Peekaboo. Okay, there we go.
Now this thing's dangerous.
Drop that over here so I can properly loot these bodies. Alright, I think I got him. Only one skill point, so that's not really enough to do anything with at the moment.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
More data points.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a house.
Learn a little bit about some of the people who end up joining, if you really want to.
Here we go.
Alright.
Another one of these. Need to find the right
Hey.
configuration.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
So everything is backward. And I can't remember if that meant it's in reversed order. Or if it's like each of the individual dials opposite. I think it's reverse order. So do up. Oh wait. Yeah. Do. That one's up, and this one would be left. If that's right. Oh no, this one's normal. Just kidding. You can tell because the thingy. Yeah, never mind. This one's fine. This goes down. And this one goes the opposite way.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
So that one's done.
There's a part missing. Maybe
But then the
there's a
other
storage
one
area
needs a little
nearby.
bit to... a little thingy to fix it. Okay. Climb up here. Shimmy through the little vent.
Found one. Looks
That.
intact.
And then there's something over here as well. Like just supply bits. And, more importantly, a faster way down. We can install this.
That should do the trick.
Okay. And then this, if we look at it, you can see Pharaoh is upside down. So the first one is supposed to be going down. This one is supposed to be going that way. Right? Yes. All right. So next one goes up. This one here goes that way. And then the top one should be going... Oh, wait. Oh, we messed that up. This goes up. This one... No, wait a minute. That one goes that way. And then the last one should be facing down. All right, Mardi Gras kid. There we
That
go.
did it. Door should have power.
Now to
Okay.
see what lies beyond it.
Good. And now, we can go through the door. And what lies beyond it? Bad guys. Because, you know,
They're here.
of course there are.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Hypno! Coming in with the big raid. How's it going, folks? Welcome, raiders. We're playing Horizon Zero Dawn. We're about to fight a whole bunch of bad guys. And stealth isn't really too much of an option.
Look out, it's her! Yeah!
Oh, I guess you just don't give me stealth options now. Okay. Oh, because he was a heavy.
Only one way
All right,
out
he's
of
dead.
this.
Come here, ugly. Goodbye. One more. And dead. There we go. Make some more arrows. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Enjoying it immensely. We're in some sort of ancient yet futuristic
Spoil your
bunker.
fun.
Can't help but notice that that guy did not die. Peekaboo. All right.
Your target.
Keep getting shot at from a variety of locations. I just straight up missed that one. Yeah, he's dead. Welcome, everyone. Still at 0 deaths. Absolutely. Yeah, the rumor is that it's coming to PC, but there's nothing officially confirmed. The rumor has been for a long time that it's coming to PC.
That's the last of them.
Okay. Success! Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you're oh, just kidding. Just kidding. There are more.
This is Augustus.
So, like,
Shadow, guide me.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Okay, I think we've done
Get
it.
moving. You have to find Gaia.
But first we have to loot all the things. Silence. Anyway. Yeah, we do know for sure that Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is in development, and that presumably it will be PS5. I don't know if that part of it has been confirmed or not. But we do know for sure that Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is in development. Whether or not Horizon Zero Dawn, the original, will get a PC release, that's just rumors and speculation at this point. Nothing has been officially announced in regards to that. Yeah, I love this game as well. I think this is like a 10 out of 10. It's like a 9.5 out of 10 game.
No space.
Like, if some of the facial... This game is, like, perfect, except for a couple of little really annoying graphical things that happen sometimes. But other than that, perfect. Super good. Alright, let's do a little bit of this. How's the stream been going? It's pretty good,
hello,
Soft Tacos.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge.
Yeah, facial animations,
Except
basically.
it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time.
All sorts of CD
Our
Projekt Red.
purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots.
Came here from
And
Hypno.
not
You have a
just
great
build,
voice, Mike, and you
imagine
seem to have some
from
skill left with the
scratch.
game. Why, thank
Any
you,
robot
the
she
legendary
needs for any conceivable
Art Attack.
purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger.
Appreciate it.
Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
There's a bunch of these
Which
hollow
part?
emitters.
It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
So there's a bunch of these hollow emitters kind of spread throughout everywhere. Or, well, not everywhere, but in here. And they all explain, like, each of those subordinate functions we saw earlier, like all the different things that were named after deities. Pretty cool, actually, seeing, like, how they kind of designed it. So we are probably going to watch them all.
Should have brought a cart.
Pretty nifty. You get to see kind of the scale and the scope of what the project was. Excuse me, and how they tried to, like, plan for every contingency. Alright, we've already cleared all that out. That's not anything. This is the one about Hephaestus that we just watched. We get all the loots and things. I think... Oh, nope, we did not. See, this is why you check, folks. This is why you check. Has a great story. Would make a good movie series. It might make a good movie series. The thing is, there's a lot of exposition in this game that really kind of ties everything together as far as like world building and lore and all that kind of stuff. And I think fitting it into a movie would be a bit of a daunting task. That's the thing with storytelling in video games. Like, you can do a lot more exposition because, like, most people don't play a video game and go like, all right, for the next 2 hours, I'm going to play this game. And then I will have, like it's not a 2 hour thing for the whole thing. You know, I sit down for a movie, I'm like, I'm going to watch a movie for 2 hours. And in 2 hours, I'll be done. People don't do that with video games. You know, if I pay $60 for a game and I only get 2 hours out of it, I'm probably pretty upset. I'm like, that was a waste of my money. So, and I think that's part of the reason why there's not that many really good video game movies, is because Hollywood hasn't necessarily figured out how to really condense that stuff down. And there are certain expectations that fans of the games have, you know, to stick to the movies and stuff like that, or to stick to the games.
There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
I stoked up as much of the exposition as I could. I definitely did my first time playing, for sure. But this is my, like, third run. They can toss a coin to Aloy. Toss a coin to your huntress. Let's see. So we gotta pop down here.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional,
I would agree, Jameson.
I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
There we go. We have learned now that they basically condensed all of humanity's knowledge into a vast library of DNA for storage purposes. Also, there's apparently a whole lot of bad guys over there. That's good to know. Have we leveled up? That is an interesting question. Did humanity ever level up? Somehow, given that we're like tribal people who have no knowledge of any of this, I feel like something didn't go according to plan. But, you know, maybe just a guess. Alright, let's start marking bad guys. Come on, Mark. Mark. Okay. So there are bad guys. Now there's one less. We must be sneaky, Aloy, for a little bit. Just realized that Apollo was supposed to be like the first video game for the new generation. Yeah. Love the world building in this game. I do too. I think the world building and the story is really what makes Horizon Zero Dawn like a great game instead of just a pretty good game. Totally agree. Hey Slim, welcome stream. Alright, so got a dude over there. There's a heavy up above, which is going to be a little annoying. We want to take as many of these guys out as sneakily as possible. I would love for this guy to turn around. Oh, he's coming this way.
Bad day for
Spotted
one of
something.
us.
That was not a silent strike. Okay, he's dead. Well, YOLO.
Fear the...
Gotta go. All right, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in.
The sun can't save you now.
Oh, hi. There's one here, too. All right, run this way. Get some cover.
You...
Okay, there goes that one. Then we just got this ugly dude up here to deal with. There we go.
In what should have been a
Piece of
cave
cake.
wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Now we get to do a little poking around and looking for stuff. Probably should make more arrows. There we go. Give me your loots.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end?
There we go. I feel like we're definitely still missing some data points, but like it's not really that big of a deal. Like I'm sure there are more. There's just so many in this area. Like it's kind of annoying to find them all, not gonna lie. We'll do a little more poking around though, just in case. But I think we've gotten most of them. Maybe not all, but the majority. Nothing here. That goes up. That leads there, and this one leads up as well. Okay, maybe we have gotten everything. Aloy, climb the ladder, please. It's not super difficult. Did we get everything? I think we got everything. I'm hoping so anyway. Doesn't the focus help with finding them? It does, although the data points, like, they're usually pretty easy to find anyway, because they have like a special icon above them. The focus is better at finding other things.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Oh no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over.
You did miss a
and
big
does
chunk
what
of the
you're
story,
just too
Werla.
darn
You did
nurturing
indeed.
And life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so
All right.
if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Okay, so brief synopsis up to this point. Basically, the world ended because robots kind of ran free and did their own thing. And they were unstoppable and they wiped out all life on Earth. The solution was Project Zero Dawn, which was essentially meant to remake the world. And we're just kind of finding out about that now. That's kind of the synopsis up to this point. And trying to figure out how we fit into the whole thing as well. We just learned about Hades, which is meant to destroy the world if the AI gets it wrong. Basically, kill it with fire and start over. That's what Hades. No, this is not my first time with Horizon. Or this is the first Horizon game. But this is not my first time playing it. I haven't yet DLCs of Frozen. Here's a good idea to wait till when it's 100% old game first. I'm sorry, Aeon, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. Because basically, the first Horizon Zero Dawn game, the second one isn't out yet. It's in development, but it's not out, and we don't know when it's going to be out. The first Horizon Zero Dawn game consists of the main game plus the Frozen Wilds DLC, which has been out for quite some time. And that's all the content. Hey, Kira. Good to see you.
Looks like the only way onwards.
This is gonna be a fight. I can feel it.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick
folks.
Rochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program.
Wondering if I should get Frozen Wild before the first basic game. The Frozen Wilds DLC is intended to be completed either very late in the main game or after, but you can technically do it like any time. I would say get the Frozen Wilds DLC and plan to play it either very towards the end of the main story, and you'll know because it'll be like, hey, there's this massive cataclysmic thing that's going to happen. Like, you'll know that the end is there. And either play it like right before that or play it after the main story.
Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
All right.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Pretty interesting if you think about it. I think I'm at 50-ish%, but still a lot to do. Yeah. Yeah, I still need to do the Lodge trials on this count. Or on this run. I think I've done like just enough of them to get access to the Hunter's Lodge, but none beyond that. Okay, I think we've gotten all the things here. In this room. Let's keep going.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
All right, in we go. Nothing over here. Most likely Gaia is Aloy's mom. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
The game time counter? What game time counter? Okay, sounds a little like a Skynet scenario.
From antilopine morphologies.
Something like that.
The caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies,
That should be right.
I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion
Used to hold something.
causes me to experience
Some component that got removed.
a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
no, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
All right, there we go. I mean, a lot of it probably has to do with like collectibles. How many collectibles you've gotten, data points, all that kind of stuff.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
And side quests.
May I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if...
Milo!
Guy, there's nothing
Thank you
left
so
out there.
much. 7 months. Appreciate it.
You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
All right. Milo, one thing I will say is the vast majority of the story stuff was done today. So, when it comes to stream VODs, if you watch, like, what's leading up to this point today, you should be fairly good to go. Okay, so we came from there. There's a window here. That's where I need to go, is Elizabeth's office. Elevator. Yeah. Okay. So this is all good. I'll have to pry open the door. How the RimWorld trials go? Pretty good. Had a blast with RimWorld.
I'd have to ditch something.
What's left? Potions. Okay, no big deal. And then... Is there more stuff for us to get around here? I don't really think so. I think this is
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah.
That data point
No
doesn't
signs
sound
of
good.
crash.
Basically, those data
Then
points
what
are
are you
saying,
waiting
like,
for?
the
Copy
world
the file.
around is crumbling and defenses are falling.
I can restore
All
the
that kind of
registry
stuff.
at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
What's the premise? Milo, is this your first Horizon Zero Dawn stream since I started streaming it?
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable.
I thought you'd been here for a
You're
couple
too
days of it.
valuable.
Maybe I'm just imagining. Oh, okay. Okay, Milo. So, basically, Horizon Zero Dawn takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. He's a bad guy. If you can't tell from, armor and everything. And that evil look on his face. Give me a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
He's a very bad guy. So basically, you are Aloy, a huntress from who is an outcast from a tribe, and the basic premise of the game is you're trying to find out your place in the world, why you're
My
important,
entire life,
and also what happened
I've always known one thing
to the
with prophetic
world like
certainty,
forever ago, because it's
that I was destined
post-apocalypse,
for glory as a great champion of the sun.
and now we've been
Even when
kidnapped
Jiran was murdered,
or
even when
captured or
Meridian
whatever.
fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you
How old do you
came
have to be to
along.
play the game? I think it's rated T.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist.
He's a very
A
bad.
simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than
Alright,
you
see
could
him
ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything
Not exactly.
as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Gotta love fanatics. You are a
You're an
fool.
Idiot. A dangerous idiot.
I use an Elgato
But an
HD60A on.
All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm
Gotcha,
sure
Milo.
Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he?
I'll give a brief story
You're
synopsis
being
once
played
we're done
for
with
a
these
fool.
cutscenes.
Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
And he starts
So
monologuing.
you see,
Yep.
this time, I did not hesitate. The knife
He's made one of the classic
has
blunders.
already been twisted.
And now, unfortunately, we have no weapon. We're just in a cage, in an arena, with some nasty stuff. You know, it's not really
Carja
ideal.
faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to
I'm sure I'll be
break.
fine.
And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this,
Winston looks
I
different.
have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
You can see the crazy in his eyes. He's
Hold
a
your
little
seats.
crazy.
Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die.
What is that creature? It's a
Let
behemoth.
her be
It's
the
basically
first
a
of
big rhino
thousands.
thingy. All of the enemies in this, for the most part, except for some human ones, are essentially robots modeled after living things. Like this guy. And I don't have any weapons.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Ow!
Gotta get out of the way.
Heal. There's another pillar.
Here he comes.
Thank you, iframes.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Can't lure him if you won't charge.
That
Not
makes
good.
noise. It's down.
There we go. Bows, please. Weapons, please. Gear, please. Alrighty. And now they're like, oh dear.
Hey!
Alright, so, couple things we want to do. Inventory. Out. Well, you know what? We don't.
Guess who
It's
got our
fine.
weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks. That important.
Not a great shot. Little dodging, little weaving.
Freeze canister on the tips. Cryo arrows should set it off.
Ow, that one hurt. Yeah, not good. Alright, we're out of heals. There we go. Oh, I died. It exploded. Don't mind me just rolling across. I forgot how you load 3 arrows. You have to get a skill for it. And then you hold L to aim and then hit right bumper to load an extra arrow.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Great start. Good job, Self. Ooh. Give me that. Okay. Back the other way. Apparently there's loots to get here that I didn't know about. We'll take those.
Freeze canister on the tips.
Okay, now we want to run far, far away. Alright, there we go. It's hurt.
Those components on the sides of its head. It's got something to do with his lift attacks.
Take way more damage when frozen. And you're dead. Yeah, I'm also playing on very hard.
Silence! Shadows. Kill her.
I could take that. It's only 2. Bring it.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Yeah, that would have been a perfect time for her to shoot him. No doubt about it.
Silence.
There we go. Wonderful.
So you're here. really here.
The cinematics
You
in this
risked your
game are
life.
great. Yeah, they are.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're
Yeah,
really
same
good at
guy
making
who
it
is from
impossible to
Destiny,
like you
apparently.
sounds.
Never
I-
played Destiny,
I
so I
guess
don't
I
know
know
for
this.
sure, but that's what people
It's
have
time
been
to see
telling
where
me.
you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How
did
did
you
you
find
track
me?
my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the eclipse, not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
All right.
I'll be on my way.
All right, CRB.
To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora sacred land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance.
No, she's
You
not
should
part
come
machine.
with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside.
Yeah, there's the shadow armor.
Not a what, but a who.
Yeah, she's not a robot. She is. Yeah. She has a component that she took from a robot, which allows her to kind of control machines, sort of tame them, if you will. There we go. So, Milo, brief, like super brief synopsis of Horizon Zero Dawn. You're Aloy, a huntress from a tribe called the Nora. You're trying to figure out your place in the world, and why the Shadow Karja, these guys that we were just captured by, are interested in you. You get sent out to kind of uncover your place in the world, and also kind of uncover like what actually happened to humanity and why the world is the way it is. And what we've learned is that like 1,000 years ago, humanity in the year like 2065, I think it was, somewhere around there, was basically overrun by machines. There was like a glitch that made all the military machines bug out and basically destroy the world. And when they realized that the machines couldn't be stopped, humanity decided to essentially create a advanced AI that would rebuild the world like 1,000 years later, and that's kind of where we're at this point. So that's the super brief synopsis. The world has ended. We are now in a post-apocalyptic world, and all that kind of good stuff. All right, horse, I don't need you. What I do need is heals. And we got Shadow Karja armor, which we can look at, and it looks like this. So, it is sneaky armor, basically. That lets me come back here and walk around in peace. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I think I missed a log or something. What makes Aloy special? That's kind of what we're trying to figure out. She was born without a mother, and she looks a whole lot like the lead scientist
I can use this.
who was in charge of Project Zero Dawn, the advanced AI and everything that was going to recreate the world. But we don't really know. Kind of finding out what makes Aloy special is sort of the premise of the game. It's like a big part of the story. And this is my third playthrough, so like, I know, but I don't want to spoil it. But why does everyone want her dead? Also a big part of the story that we're trying to figure out. All we really know is that she looks a whole lot like Dr. Elizabeth Sobek, who was like the lead scientist in charge of Project Zero Dawn. That's all we really know. And that supposedly she came out of this mountain and never had like a real mother before she was too young to. That's all we really know. Yeah, you can't fast travel. You can, however, fast travel to like over here. You can't fast travel straight to here, but you can fast travel a good chunk of the way if we really wanted to. We have 4 skill points to spend. So at this point, I think it is probably long overdue that we get this. And then let's pop over... Let's see. Probably here. Probably this one, I would say. Make for a great show or movie too. How do you have 4 skill trees? One of them is added by the expansion, by the Frozen Wild expansion. How would you describe this game? As in what genre? Third-person action, open-world role-playing game, kind of Witcher-esque, kind of Witcher 3-esque. Think like Witcher, but in a dystopian future and with a bow instead of swords.